All right, so now Kid Cudi is on the stand, and this is what is being said. This is about to be good. The government, we call Scott Mescudi, Kid Cudi, to the stand. Kid Cudi takes the witness stand in a leather jacket, white shirt, blue jeans. All right, here we go. Government, what did you do for work? Kid Cudi, I'm an actor and musician known as Kid Cudi. Who is this? Shows a photo. Cudi says, that's Cassie. You told Miss, hold on. Let's see. All right. We dated in 2011. Who else was she involved with? Cudi, Sean Combs. What did you know about their status? Cudi, that she and Combs had some problems and they weren't dating anymore. In December 2011, did law enforcement respond to your home? Cudi says yes. I had a break-in. Cassie called me at 5:30 or 6 a.m. 5:30 in the morning or 6 a.m. in the morning. She said Sean Combs had found out about us. She asked me to pick her up. So I did. Yeah. Government, why? Cudi, she was worried. So right here, just as an example, Kid Cudi, and I have proof that Kid Cudi was dating Cassie while she was with Diddy. And just for the record, Diddy and Cassie were doing freak offs while she was dating Kid Cudi. So for those of you people that keep trying to put these dates together like she was not cheating on Diddy, and a woman can be a victim and we can feel sorry for a woman, and the woman can be a hoe all at the same time. All right. So Cassie was a victim, but later on she became baby Diddy, but she was a victim at some point. But we're not going to sit here and paint her out to be this angel, because she's not. She was cheating on Diddy with Kid Cudi, because Kid Cudi right now takes a stand and literally said, I'll say it again, I had a break-in. Cassie called me at 5:30 in the morning, and she said Sean Combs had found out about us. That means she was cheating with Kid Cudi on Sean Combs. So she is not this goddamn angel that y'all think she is, okay? He found out about us means cheating. Shit. I'm sick of y'all in my comments like, oh my God, she was a victim. No, she was a whore. All right, she was fucking everybody. Diddy was fucking everybody too, but she was also fucking everybody. She was a hoe, whore, whatever you want to call her. Shit. Sick of this shit. What about Cassie? Shut up. All right. And this was December 2011. Just in case anybody want to put together everything. This was December of 2011. So put all your timelines together. December of 2011, Cassie was dating Kid Cudi behind Diddy's back. So just want y'all to understand that. It's all coming out. Y'all whining about Cassie. Shut up. All right. Let's keep going. Spitting fire. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Facts. Facts on facts on facts on facts. Exactly. Okay. What? Okay, here we go. Government. Okay. We're going from Cassie was worried. Now, government says, what was her demeanor? Cudi, very stressed and worried. Government, where did you go? Cudi, the Sunset Marquee. Government, why? I thought it was safe off of the radar. All right. Mr. Let Go, we watching you on TV. Oh, shout out to you, D. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, so let me update, see if there's some more that just came up. So right now, that is it. Let me look over here because I got two different Twitter. I got back in. Okay, I got more information. I got more information. It's crazy. One phone has one thing and the other phone has the other thing. Okay. Cudi, I got back in and called Sean Combs again. I was looking for him. I wanted to fight him, you know? Interesting. Okay. So 5 o'clock in the morning, Sean Combs found out about them. And Sean, let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to see. Did he break in his house? Okay. It was just a phone call. And she's like, oh my God. Guess what? He's like, what? So let's act this out. 5:30 in the morning. Hello? What's wrong? You won't believe this, huh? Hey, it's 5:30 in the morning. What? He found out about us. Huh? Yeah. Wait, you mean Diddy found out about us? Yeah. He found out I was clapping your cheeks? Yeah. He found out I was sticking my finger in your butt? Yes. Oh, shit. So he jumps up, right? So next thing you know, he finds out somehow I was breaking in his apartment or in his house. So apparently he's not in the house because he said he had a break-in. All right. He didn't say they broke in the house when I was in there. All right. Law enforcement responds to his home. So maybe he was on tour, he was somewhere else or whatever, but he was not in the house when Diddy broke in his house. So law enforcement called him along with Cassie calling him. All right. So yeah, so Cassie talked about Kid Cudi's putting his thumb in her butt and all that other stuff. And then next thing you know, though, he turns around. Kid Cudi says, I got back in the city, back in, I don't know, but he said, I got back in. I don't know, but I don't know what back in is. And he called Diddy. He's like, yo, the fuck is you doing? Right? So he called Diddy. He said, I'm looking for him. I wanted to fight him, you know? USA, did he answer? Kid Cudi says, yes. He said, I'm on my way. I thought to myself, wait. Okay, so he's like, yo, you want to fight, bro? Like, I ain't got time for this shit. Did you break in my goddamn house? Now, these messages are a little weird. I got back in, I don't know what that means, and called Sean Combs again. I was looking for him. I wanted to fight him. Did he answer? Yeah, he answered. He said, I'm on my way. And then it says, I thought to myself, Combs, the lawyer Steele, objection. Judge, what is the grounds? Steele, non-responsive. Overruled. That means shut the hell up. That means he did not get the objection. So I don't know what that means. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Judge, ask a new question. All right. Everybody type in the chat, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Everybody type in the comments, breaking news. Everybody spam the chat, say breaking news in the comments. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Everybody spam the chat and say breaking news. Drop breaking news in the comments. Okay. Judge, ask a new question. Government, when you saw Cassie, how did she seem? Cudi, depressed. Government, did you see Cassie in Connecticut? Cudi, yes. She needed it. I guess she needed a dick. I don't know what she needed it. Dick, consoling, I don't know, but he said she needed it. Cudi, government, Did Mr. Combs call you? Cudi, yes. He hit me a few times with a question mark. He hit me a few times. Government, what is hit? What do you mean hit? Cudi, he called me a few times. Okay. USA, what did he say? Cudi, that I didn't want to talk with him. He broke in my house, hurt my dog. wait. So this is on some he don't killed the man's dog or hurt his dog. All right. This is crazy. He don't hurt the man's dog and shit. All right. Let me back up. What did you say? That I didn't want to talk to him. So Cudi was like, yo, bro, I don't even want to talk to you. Like, I want to square up. Right? He broke in my house and hurt my dog. Government, did you and Miss Ventura break up? Cudi, yes. Government, what about your car? Cudi, my dog's babysitter called me and told me my car was on fire. Golly. So, just so y'all know, Kid Cudi was somewhere else. He got a call from Cassie. Cassie hit him up. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock in the morning. He's like, yo, hello? He found out about us. Did he find out about us? Yeah. Oh, shit. Right? She's distraught. She's upset. He's like, all right, calm down. It's going to be okay. Calm down. He gets another call on the other line. Hello? His dog sitter that is at his house said, hey, you won't believe this. What? Somebody's breaking in the house. He's like, what? Just go in the closet. She's like, okay. The dog sitter is in the house. And then all of a sudden, he's like, so what do you hear? Yo, Playboy, where you at? I heard you was fucking my girl. Where you at? I know you in here because you got a big house. She's like, it's Diddy. Wait, Diddy is in my house? All of a sudden, she's like, hold on, wait. Oh my God. He just kicked your dog. What? Oh shit. I wish I was there. I'm gonna call his phone now. Okay. He hangs up. Next thing you know, he calls Diddy's phone while he's in his house. Yo, what are you doing? Yo, I know you fucking my girl. Where you at? Next thing you know, Kid Cudi said, I ain't gonna tell you where I'm at. Why you fucking my girl, bro? Well, everybody's fucking your girl. What are you talking about? You do freak offs, stupid. What are you talking about? So, so Kid Cudi wants to fight Diddy, but he's not there. And he's just walking through his house, kicking his goddamn dog. This shit is crazy. All right. Walk through his house talking to him. All right. So next thing you know, Kid Cudi is like, yo, I don't want to talk with you, dog. You just broke in my damn house and you hurt my dog. Bro, I don't care. You fucking my girl. So I'm kicking your dog. All right. Next thing you know, Diddy leaves the house, right? And the assistant, the dog sitter, calls him back. Hey, he left. Okay, so what's going on now? I don't know. So she starts walking through the house. The dog is laying on his side, all, wincing and stuff. Next thing you know, she looks out the window, looks through the blinds. Oh, shit. Kid Cudi says, what? Your car is on fire. What? He blew up your car. He blew up my car? Yeah. Hangs up. This nigga blew up my car. My car? My dog? Oh my God. What is the famous movie that we've all watched where the man turns into this and it goes in his killing spree because the men killed his dog? What is the name of the movie? What's up, Moeezy? What is the name of the movie? or set of movies where the guy turns into a lunatic because the bad guys killed his dog? Come on, y'all. Let's do a little Jeopardy. And you got to answer it. You got to answer the question in a question. You got to answer it with a question. It's Jeopardy. I wish I had Jeopardy music. John Wick. So Kid Cudi could have turned into John Wick on their asses. See, this is how people like John Wick get born, because you go breaking in people's houses. That's literally what happened to John Wick. So I want y'all to think about how crazy Diddy is. Diddy literally did something that John Wick went through in a whole movie. That is nuts. All right. So let's see if it's it's more. It's a lot more. Okay. Here we go. Shit is a lot. All right. Ask a new question. I got that. What did you say that you didn't want to talk to him? He broke in my house. You hurt my dog. He broke up with Miss Ventura. Okay, here we go. This is good, y'all. This is good. Okay. Cudi, I got back in. Sean called Sean again. I was looking for him. I wanted to fight him. Did he answer? He said, I'm on my way. Okay. All right. So then they do an objection. How did you usually leave your dog? Okay. Government says, how did you usually leave your dog? Oh, okay. In a cage or, walking around the house. Okay. Cudi says, I let my dog roam around the house. Okay. How long had you had your dog? This is what he's saying. Sorry, it's not me. Okay. How long have you had your dog? I have to correct him because he's typing too long. Cudi, 3 years. What changes were the behavior of your dog after the break-in? Cudi, my dog is now jittery, on edge all of the time. This is crazy. I didn't know he kicked the man's dog. Cudi, but the security cameras had been moved. Interesting. Because the first thing I was thinking, like, yo, is all this shit on camera? Imagine if camera footage of Diddy breaking in this man's house come out. And, that would have been crazy. All right. But the security cameras had been moved. Did you move them? Cudi, no. What did you see inside your home? Cudi, gifts were open. So it was December of 2011. It was December of 2011. So apparently he had wrapped Christmas gifts in under a tree or something. Some stuff I got from Chanel, and my dog was locked up in the bathroom. So not only did Diddy break in his house, not only did Diddy blow up his car, not only did Diddy beat up his dog, but he sat on the floor, Indian style, unwrapping Christmas gifts under Kid Cudi's Christmas tree. That is hilarious. Can you imagine? He like, oh, Christmas gifts. Okay. It's our opening Christmas gifts. Sitting on the floor like a little child. This is hilarious. Okay. All right. You called Sean Combs again? Cudi, I did. He said, I'm over here waiting for you. Oh, shit. Yo, homeboy. Yo, playboy. I'm at your house sitting in Indian style, unwrapping your gifts under your Christmas tree, nigga. Where you at? I'm waiting for you. Your dog is wincing in the background. Where you at? You fuck my girl. You need to answer to this. Come here right now while I unwrap your Christmas gifts. That's nuts. All right. When you arrived, what did the outside look like? Pretty normal. Any security camera? Yes, but I found that they weren't working. That's interesting. Who else did you speak with? Capricorn Clark. She sounded near tears. Capricorn Clark, apparently, as far as I know, was one of Diddy's assistants also. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. So apparently Kid Cudi was far away because Diddy was gone and the fire was out after by the time he got there. Capricorn Clark, she sounded near tears. What did she say? That Sean Combs in the car, near my house. Brian Steele, objection. Judge, overruled. Shut up. Remember, overruled means he's pushing away the objection. Okay. What was her demeanor? Cassie, very stressed and worried. Wait. No. Wait. Okay. Where did you go? The Sunset Marquee. Why? I thought it was safe off the radar. Okay. Reading the tweets. We dated in 2011. Who else was she involved with? Sean Combs. What did you know about their status? That she and Sean had some problems and they weren't dating anymore. Okay. He said they weren't dating anymore. That's interesting because over here, she said right here, and this is testimony, y'all. This is not hearsay. This is testimony. December 2011. Okay, so what is happening actually? Because right here, she said that they weren't dating anymore. So she told Kid Cudi that she's no longer dating Diddy. But when Diddy found out that he was messing with Cassie, she said his words. She called, yes, I had a break-in. Cassie called me at 5:30 in the morning. She said, Diddy just found out about us. That means she was cheating, but she lied to Kid Cudi about her not messing with him anymore because she said she found out about us. All right. So I just want to be clear on what the testimony is actually saying. All right. So let's see what happens next. He didn't need to yell at you and brought you to water. Okay. All right. Let me update both of my phones because this is getting good. I want to know what happens next. Okay. What was your reaction to your car being set on fire? Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. What was your reaction to your car being set on fire? Cudi. I said, what the fuck? Judge. Objection. Judge. Overruled. Like, stop butting in. Judge. Break. Come on, man. Not break. What? They always have a break right when it gets crazy. Okay. So judge says we're taking a break. Judge is a great director. He breaks at the most shocking moments. Exactly. God damn it. So for those who are coming in, make sure to hit the like button. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. And drop breaking news in the comments. Everybody drop breaking news in the comments. The judge turns around and says break right when it is getting good. This goddamn judge. All right. Somebody said, what in the cornbread? Is this the first official what the fuck appearance in the case? This story is so interesting. The judge couldn't entertain any noise from Brian. Brian kept saying, objection, shut up, objection, shut up. All right, waiting on the drawing of today. The drawing, you know how people draw the people? Okay, he was happy. What do you think? Kid Cudi's like, what the fucky? Kid Cudi said, what the fucky? That's hilarious. Even a judge, we got to hear this. I'm saying her picturing of this crazy shit. What is he objecting to? His client's precious little ears can't hear the words, what the fuck? Exactly. What the jury has literally heard about all his sex kinks, and you can't deal with him saying what the fuck. This whole case has been about the judge. Judge was like, I would have said what the fuck too. All right, so they are on break. So let's watch these videos. I got a lot of videos, but we're going to come back when their break is over. Good morning, bro. What's going on, L Nix? Morning chat. Please get the likes up, share the video, and don't forget to subscribe if you're watching and purchase a card game. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. To the new people who are just coming in, I am Mr. Let Go, and I am a coach. I coach men and women, and I also help my community by selling dating card games. This card game will help you vet the opposite sex, whether you're a man or a woman, and give you an understanding of who this person is, because some of y'all may be dating Cassies and Diddies, and you know the girl you're dating might be a Cassie and she's a hoe, and she run around having freak offs with other dudes while she's dating you, and she's trying to act like she's a good girl. Or you may be dating a Diddy, a crazy abusive monster, and he's all in your face acting like he's this sweet nice guy. So in order to keep you from dating a Cassie or a Diddy, make sure to buy my Deeper Discussions card game. It's only $35. The best $35 you ever spent. I promise you. So the link is in the chat, and the link is also under this video. We are waiting for them to come off break. So let's watch these videos, and then we'll come right back.
Particular experience is P. Diddy losing it at him because he bought him 2 half-gallon water bottles instead of 1 full-gallon water bottle.
So he's talking about Captain, which is an assistant that is under Christina Quorum, bringing him water bottles.
Another job this poor schmuck had to do was he had to go and set up the hotel rooms for P. Diddy to do his freak-offs in. But what do you need to do a freak-off? Well, the special agent over there can tell us more about that because he raided P. Diddy's mansion. In the mansion, we talked about weapons, we talked about all sorts of naughty stuff, and we also talked about baby oil. So much baby oil. This man was single-handedly keeping the baby oil industry afloat. Now, we did...
Yo, and I'm not going to lie, Diddy taught me something. How to warm baby oil up. You throw that thing in a microwave and then put warm baby oil on the girl's booty. I did not think about that. I never warmed up baby oil, but it makes sense. I'm gonna warm up the KY jelly. I'm gonna start warm. I'm gonna throw the KY in a damn in a microwave also. I never thought about that. Warming up the baby oil and warming up the KY jelly, the Astroglide. I'm doing that. That makes all the sense in the world. And to the ladies, sorry, but we got to keep KY next to the condoms because sometimes y'all be dry. We need a little assistance. And so before I do my thing with the next chick or whoever else, before we get into bed, I'm be like, hold on, I'll be right back. And I'm gonna grab the KY, I'm gonna grab the baby oil, throw that thing in the microwave, and then bring it back upstairs. You know what? I need to get a mini microwave in the bedroom. Oh, I never thought about that. Why in the world am I going to go all the way downstairs when I can have a microwave in a bedroom? Yes. I'm going to look up the smallest microwave I can find, and I'm going to put that thing in the bedroom simply for KY jelly and baby oil. That is great. No, I'm not going to have it too hot, just nice and warm. You know what I'm saying? Bad idea. Why? Why is it a bad idea? Ooh, it might mess up the viscosity of the baby. I mean, the astroglide. The astroglide. They looking at you with the baby oil and yeah, I'm gonna go in there and buy baby oil and and a microwave. They gonna be like, this nigga about the microwave baby oil. Yeah. I think that's a good thing though. Not the KY jelly astroglide. You didn't want the rubber to break. May change the properties of the. You're right. So I'm gonna Google this. You know what? Let's Google it right now. Let's find this out because some of y'all might want to do this stuff too. Let's see. Would putting astroglide in, if I put astroglide in the microwave and use it during sex, would that disrupt the properties of the condom during sex? Yes. It says yes. Damn it. Using astroglide that has been heated in the microwave during sex would disrupt the properties of the latex condom, making it break or tear. Everybody watching, public service announcement. If you're using condoms, do not put astroglide in the microwave. Wait. I can put it in warm water though. I can warm it because the astroglide, fresh astroglide on the condom, it be all wet. I mean, not wet. It be all cold. So I'm going to get some warm water, put the water in the microwave, and then put the astroglide in the water. That might work. Because like I said, y'all, sometimes y'all be dry, so it's always good to have astroglide around the bed just in case we got to lube up a little bit. So yeah, hot baby oil feels good though. I can imagine probably like a hot candle wax. Yes. See, baby oil is good because it's not used in the coochie. More diseases, much more babies, much. What are you talking about? I'm not going to do it. And I gave a public service announcement so other people don't do it. I said, get a bottle warmer. Okay, what's a bottle warmer? Bottle warmers, Amazon. Baby bottle warmers. A baby bottle warmer. I could put, I like this. Hold on. I need y'all to look this up. And I'm still waiting on more testimony. So we're still on that. So hold on. Check this out. Twin. Watch this, y'all. This is interesting. One for the astroglide and one for the baby oil. Baby bottle warmer. Yes. What? Just show me the picture. All right. So let me show y'all this. Y'all are geniuses. I just want to say that. Y'all are geniuses. Check this out. Put one in the chat if y'all can see my screen of the. Hold on. Y'all can't see my screen. Hold on. Let me do this again. Y'all check this out. Put a one in the chat. Y'all can see my screen. So the first one is what I'm going to buy. This is interesting. Yes. See, a baby bottle warmer is different than a microwave. So I can use a baby bottle warmer, and you see the two baby bottles or three of them. So one baby bottle is going to have Astroglide in it, and the other baby bottle is going to have baby oil in it. And I can just sit that by my bed. Yo, that is dope. That is dope. That is dope. Thank you to you freaks, because y'all brought this up. Thank you to you freaks in the chat. So thank y'all. I'm buying that. Actually, I'm ordering that shit right now. I'm ordering that shit right now. Shitting me. Baby bottle warmer. Baby bottle warmer. There we go. Double baby bottle warmer. $26. Yes, sir. I'm buying this mug right now. Purchase. That is beautiful. Let's see. Like I said, don't get the no, it's baby bottles. It's baby bottles, not babies. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Okay. And it's sexy too. That is sexy, y'all. She looks over like, what's that? Oh, this is baby oil warmer. Oh, really? Oh, I want it. That's instantly gonna make her want to do it. Yo. That's gonna be some good shit. All right, so let's see what's happening. Anything new? Are they back? All right, they are back. We are back. We are back. All right, y'all. We are back. We aren't back. Will you finish the wetness? Okay, hold on. Okay, they're back. They're back, y'all. What was your reaction to your car being set on fire? He said, what the F? Now, did you think your car being set on fire was accidental or intentional? Cudi says intentional. Where did you last see Miss Ventura? At the Soho house. I'd reach out to Sean Combs and said, let's talk. This was getting out of hand. Yo, what would y'all do if you fucking a dude's girl and the dude breaks in your house, beats up your dog, opens your Christmas presents, and sets your car on fire? Would you call that person and say, yo, we need to talk? That is some scary shit, y'all. Would you want to talk? Like, the dude open your Christmas presents. Diddy is so diabolical where he sat on your floor, Indian style, opening up your Christmas presents. That is crazy. Yes, he beat up his dog. I don't want to talk to him. Okay. Before jurors back, the judge said, will you finish the witnesses of today? Government, yes. Through the cross of Mr. Kaplan was 3 times long than we thought. Jury entering. Was the damage to your car present before the call from your dog sitter? Cudi says no. Did you think it was accidental or intentional? Intentional. Where did you see Miss Ventura at the Soho house? Okay. Brian Steele, can we have a sidebar? So now Brian Steele wants to have a sidebar. Sidebar means when the judge and the two lawyers walk up to the judge stand and you're like, shh, all right, we got to do this. So we can't hear what they're saying. So Brian Steele says, can we have a sidebar? Do you have an objection? Steele says yes. This time the judge says sustained. Disregard and move on. Government, who set up the meeting at Soho House? Cudi, D-Rock, and my manager. Oh, wait. So they about to set up a meeting with Diddy? Okay. What was Mr. Combs doing? Cudi, standing there like a Marvel supervillain. Oh my God. He's standing there like, what? Yo, that is hilarious. Yo, this is a hilarious testimony. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody share this video. This is crazy. What was Combs doing? Standing there like a Marvel supervillain. What in the hell? Or was he like this? Oh, awesome. Oh, what did the dude do? Well, I forgot. What was he doing? This? What was the little supervillain, the little bald head dude? What was he doing? Like, how was he sitting? I forgot. Damn, that's crazy. Standing there like a supervillain. Some laughter in the court. He said, we were homies. You knew that was my girl. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I forgot, y'all. Diddy introduced Cassie to Kid Cudi. I forgot about that. Cassie was singing and she introduced Kid Cudi to Cassie so they can do work together. And then Kid Cudi started fucking Cassie. So now I can understand why Diddy did this. Right? Yeah, like, yeah, I want to do, yeah, like this. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Oh my God. What was Combs doing standing like a Marvel supervillain? He said, bro, we were homies. You knew that was my girl. Government, what did you say? I thought y'all had broken up. Then Sean offered me water. You already know what Sean be doing with the water. So no, GHB be in the water sometimes. Or all the time. Cudi, it was weird. Sean Combs being calm. What did Cassie say? Cudi, that we have fallen in love, things happened. Government, what did you say to Mr. Combs? So I can only assume, I can't believe this, but I can only assume that Diddy, Cassie, and Kid Cudi are in the same room. That's crazy. Okay. What did Cassie say? That we have fallen in love and things happen. What did you say to Mr. Combs? Cudi, what about my car, bro? He said, I don't know what you're talking about. I walked away. Did you see Sean Combs later? A few years later, also at Soho House, he said, I'm just sorry for all of that bullshit. I was surprised, so I found peace with it. No further questions at this time. Judge, Mr. Steele. Brian Steele, I want to ask you some questions about your Porsche in 2022. Cudi says, you mean 2020, 2012? Steele, I apologize. You got a call about damage to your vehicle. Any surveillance photos? Cudi, no, my dog's babysitter did send me pictures of the damage. Still, the DNA taken, are you aware it came back being a female? So it wasn't Diddy unwrapping Christmas presents? So let me say this again. Steele says the DNA taken, are you aware it came back being a female? Government, objection. No foundation. Judge says sustained, which means he's receiving the objection. Judge, I'll allow that. Cudi said, no, I'm not aware that the DNA came back a female. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I don't want to lose myself because it's so much stuff. You can get lost in all these tweets. No foundation. Okay. Okay. Combs. Okay. I'm sorry. Steele. Miss Ventura told you it was over. Cudi, we just stopped talking. You told this honorable court and jury that she played you. Y'all hear that, right? She played him. That goes along with my assumption or just assertion that this woman is a demon. This woman is a demon, y'all. Did y'all just hear that? Cassie is playing everybody, including y'all asses. I'm a victim. No, she playing all these niggas. So let me let y'all hear this again. Ventura told you that it was over. He said, we just stopped talking. You told this honorable court that and this jury that she played you. Cudi says, yes, she played you and you had no clue. No clue. Will you finish the witnesses of today? Yes, through the cross. Well, that's something different. So, to all you women out there who keep talking shit about how Cassie is a victim, this is yet another person, Kid Cudi, speaking under oath, saying that Cassie was playing Diddy and Kid Cudi all at the same time. She was fucking Diddy and Kid Cudi, but was telling Kid Cudi that she was no longer messing with Diddy. So she literally put Kid Cudi in harm's way because Kid Cudi thought they were no longer dating. Next thing you know, Diddy allegedly broke in a man's house, injured his dog, opened his Christmas presents, and blew up his car. All because of Cassie lying. So all y'all want to sit here and say, oh my God, she was a victim. She was not a goddamn victim. Not through the whole time. So now what do y'all have to say? Cassie was a victim at some point, but at some point she became a villain. So she went from victim to villain. She just wasn't a super villain. Diddy was a super villain. She was the underling of the super villain. All right, so let's see what else we got. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the thumbs up button. Okay, so that is it. As of now, I'm waiting on more tweets. Y'all hang out, and we'll get a little deeper because I got a lot more stuff to talk about.
Face it, people are always interested when celebrities are on the stand. I know I am. Follow me for more legal TikTok.
She talks about dating Kid Cudi, that there was a point where she was dating Kid Cudi.
Here we go.
I didn't know this, but she testified that even while she was dating Kid Cudi, she was doing freak-offs with Diddy.
This is TMZ. You know they ain't making up shit. This is TMZ. So to all of y'all Cassie apologists, this is TMZ saying this. Testimony.
And the defense asked her, why were you doing these freak-offs? And her answer was, it was my job. Now, I'm not sure what that means, and I don't know if the defense is going to close the loop on that. They didn't yet. What does "it's my job" mean? Does it mean that, you know, she is on his label and this is part of what she has to do? Does it mean it's just the way things have rolled along for so many years? I'm not sure what "it's his job" means. "It's my job" means, you know, there are some people, I think this is a big leap, saying that when you say "it's my job," it means she's getting paid for it. And
I summate "it's my job" as her saying it's my responsibility, like the department of a company. Cassie's responsibility. Oh shit. Hold on, y'all. My trash people.
I haven't seen any evidence of that. So I think you'll see that online, and it goes down a rabbit hole. I don't think that's the case, because if it were, they'd have receipts and the defense would have brought it up. So I'm not exactly sure what "it's my job" means. Another thing, by the way, that has been circulating online was that the baby oil contained drugs to drug Cassie and the other women who were involved. Cassie testified there were no drugs in the baby oil. By the way, they got this because one of the civil lawsuits, or maybe several of them, actually alleged that there were drugs in the baby oil, to secretly and without consent drugging them.
I was literally about to eat when it just hit me that I think Gina is witness number 3. Remember how right before trial started, we had heard that the prosecutors could not get a hold of the attorney for witness number 3, and that means that person may not be testifying? Well, right as trial ended today, Diddy's attorney said that Gina is out of the case, she's not coming. And then the prosecutor said she's in the indictment, to which Diddy's attorney responded saying they could get her here and they're choosing not to. She is witness number 3 and they couldn't get a hold of her attorney to get her to come, then clearly it's not about them choosing not to. But again, we're not sure if she is witness number 3, but if you don't know her story, she and Diddy were on and off again from 2014 to 2019. She did an interview in 2020 where she had alleged that Diddy was physically, verbally, and emotionally abusive. She alleged that he stomped on her stomach, punched her in the head, and that he would constantly belittle her and compare her to Cassie. And she also claimed that Diddy called her derogatory names daily and pressured her into having an abortion. When talking about the time that he stomped on her stomach, she said, "He stomped on my stomach like really hard, like took the wind out of my breath. I couldn't breathe, but he kept hitting me. I was like pleading to him, can you just stop? I can't breathe." She had described Diddy's betrayal, especially after her abortion, saying that he was pursuing and entertaining other women like nothing was taken from her. In her interview, she said, "He always told me that it was just only us two, but I always catch him texting other girls and stuff. After my abortion, it was this girl named Jordan, then Jocelyn and Kat, and then recently Lori Harvey." She would obviously be a very important witness to this case, but it sounds like we're not going to hear from her. If that changes, I will let you guys know.
Diddy tried to subpoena Cassie Ventura to come back and testify at trial.
Can y'all guess why Diddy wants Cassie to come back to trial? Does anybody know? Does anybody know why? I'm breathing hard because I had to run outside to get the trash to the trash people. I heard the trash guy and I was like, oh shit. So I'm breathing a little hard because of that. Does anybody want to guess why Diddy wants Cassie to come back to trial? And do you think it's odd? Because I want y'all to think about that. Why? See, the prosecution says Cassie is their star witness. So why does Diddy want Cassie to come back to trial? Because Cassie is working for Diddy. I'll say it again. Cassie is working for Diddy. This is crazy. Just think about this. Why? Why in the world?
Very important witness to this case, but it sounds like we're not going to hear from her. If that changes, I will let you guys know.
Diddy tried to subpoena Cassie Ventura to come back and testify at trial. And
the reason why is because Cassie has been working for Diddy all this time. Cassie has been making it look like she's this innocent victim, but why in the world would a man that is facing life in prison want the star witness that is supposedly against Diddy to come back to trial? Because this woman is working for Diddy.
I swear at this point, this man cannot let Cassie just have her baby and move on in peace. It didn't work out like Diddy planned because the judge literally denied his application to subpoena Cassie Ventura. The judge said that they reviewed Diddy's application for a subpoena and the responses by the government and Cassie Ventura, and then Diddy's response to their responses. The judge says, for the reasons set forth in the government and Cassie Ventura's letters, the application for a subpoena against Cassie Ventura is denied. And also, his application to try to subpoena Cassie Ventura was hid from the court docs, so we had no idea that this was happening behind the scenes. And then the judge wasn't done. He said all of the letters sent to the court regarding this application for a subpoena of Cassie Ventura should be put on the docket, with any appropriate redactions no later than May 27th of 2025. And this is how it should be, because this is how we figure out certain information before trial and even during trial.
Okay, so we got more information about Kid Cudi. All right. Let's see. Okay, this is short, so we're gonna go back to this video, but this is short. Steele, which is Combs' lawyer, in 2011, you went on a tour. Cudi, yes. Steele, 65 locations. Cudi, yes. Steele, at the time, Sean Combs was an icon. Fair to say? Cudi, yes. Steele, you and Miss Ventura had a sexual relationship? Government, objection. Sidebar. And it stops because now they keep stopping, but it is what it is. Exactly. She took that 20 mil, somebody in the chat saying she did not work for Diddy. Okay. You can think that. Excuse me. You can think that all you want to. She's working for Diddy. That 20 million that Diddy gave her, part of the package was, if I go to court, you testify and you defecate yourself on the stand and make yourself look like a whore, but you don't say anything bad about me. Promise you. Promise you. All right, let's see. Oh, we got some more stuff. Hold on, y'all. We got some more stuff that just came in. All right, here we go. More stuff that just came in. I don't know where it came from, but he just added more stuff. Steele, you believe they left your front door unlocked? Okay, so we're going back to when Diddy broke in his house and the dog sitter is at his house. Steele, you believe they left your door unlocked? Cudi, yes. Steele, no forced entry? Cudi, no. Steele, just presence open, door in the bathroom? I'm not belittling, just asking. You called Sean Combs? Yeah. He was calm? Yes. I don't know what the hell they talking about. It just sounds like a lot of babbling. After sidebar, Steele says, "Can I?" Judge says, "No." You can do that on the redirect. Steele, do you want to tell me something? What? Do you want to tell me something? Cudi, Sean Combs asked about me doing a song with Miss Ventura in 2010. Still, thank you. I don't understand the do you think you left your door unlocked part? Like, they didn't really talk about this. Hold on, let me see if I can go deeper. You went to see him. You didn't think he. Oh, here's some more stuff. Okay. I found some more stuff. All right. Do you think he left the door open? Yes. No forced entry. No. Just presence open door in the bathroom. All right. So now he says you went to see him, which is Cudi going to see Diddy. You didn't think he had a gun? Cudi, I couldn't call it. Still, you are a strong person. That's how you categorize. You are a strong person. That's how you categorize yourself, correct? Cudi, yeah. This crossed the line. Still, Miss Ventura told you she was abused. Cudi, yes. Lord, I'm just catching up. Are they saying Cassie has something to do with his car blowing up? I need a drink. He left the door open. He didn't leave the door. What? Why would the dog sitter leave the door open? It's a big ass house with Christmas presents in it. Why would you leave the door unlocked? That's just weird, y'all. I think Sean made Cassie gain entry and all that shit. So somebody in the chat thinks Cassie opened it. No, okay. Maybe we're just trying to figure this out. Because why was his door unlocked where Diddy can just walk in the house? Either the dog sitter unlocked the door or Cassie gave Diddy a key to the door or something. They saw them dresses. I don't know. Anybody want to hypothesize on how there was no forced entry? Because that's the strangest part of this. If the defense is trying to say the burglary wasn't Diddy, it was a random home invasion. I don't know. But what do y'all think? Cassie let Diddy in with her key, I believe. That's the only thing I could think of, because I don't see a dog sitter leaving the door unlocked. She don't want to lose her job. So I can only assume Cassie had a key. Diddy probably left the door open to show Cudi that he have access. No. There was no forced entry. That means Diddy did not force his way into the house. The only person I can see is Cassie had a key to his house. But wouldn't that be a good question for them to ask? Okay, update. In middle of Kid Cudi cross by Brian Steele, Judge Submarinian responds for second or third time to Inner City Press, unsealing docketing request, docket 36. How saying letters must be in docket. Okay, U.S. versus Sean Combs, day 9. 6 witnesses, including Kid Cudi, on the Molotov cocktail, cross Brian Steele, Inner City Press covering case. Still, you believe they left your front door unlocked? No forced entry. Just presence opened. I don't know. I don't know. What just happened? All right, let me see what it says. Order as to Sean Combs in response to a letter from the press requesting the email correspondence from the parties be posted in the public docket. Court issue an order requiring an email correspondence. Okay, that ain't nothing. Let's see. Inner City Press has been covering the above captioned case like many others. The morning. Okay, that's nothing either. Okay. I'm just looking for updates, y'all. All right. Okay. Nothing else right here. Right for now.
So the whole time, the public had no idea that Diddy was working behind the scenes trying to subpoena Cassie Ventura to come back and testify in trial again. Diddy literally thought that he was about to be able to bring Cassie Ventura to testify for him. We don't know what in the world he wanted her to testify about, but the fact that this man even tried it is insane.
Everything she said was testifying for him.
But I am glad that the judge said, not so fast. You are gonna let this woman move on and have her baby in peace. Y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
So I want to go back to this part right here, because this right here was very interesting. This one I had to run downstairs. Listen to this,
Cassie,
y'all.
the way P. Diddy interfered with that or didn't interfere with that, and the fears that he believed Cassie held about it. And he's going to be a very compelling prosecution witness because, let's face it, people are always interested when celebrities are on the stand. I know I am. Follow me for more legal TikTok.
She talks about dating Kid Cudi. That
This
there was
part
a
right
point
here.
where she was dating Kid Cudi. I didn't know this, but she testified that even while she was dating Kid Cudi, she was doing freak-offs with Diddy. And the defense asked her, why were you doing these freak-offs? And her answer was, it was my job.
And Kid Cudi actually said that he felt that Cassie played him because he did not know that she was still messing with Diddy, because she told him that they broke up. But when she called 6:00 in the morning, she said he found out about us. And he's like, huh? And next thing you know, that's when Diddy broke in his house. But Kid Cudi had no clue that she was still messing with Diddy.
Now, I'm not sure what that means. And I don't know if the defense is going to close the loop on that. They didn't yet. What does "it's my job" mean? Does it mean that, she is on his label and this is part of what she has to do? Does it mean it's just the way things have rolled along for so many years? I'm not sure what "it's his job" means. "It's my job" means, there are some people, I think this is a big leap, saying that when you say "it's my job," it means she's getting paid for it. And I haven't seen any evidence of that. So I think you'll see that online, and it goes down a rabbit hole. I don't think that's the case, because if it were, they'd have receipts and the defense would have brought it up. So I'm not exactly sure what "it's my job" means. Another thing, by the way, that has been circulating online was that the baby oil contained drugs to drug Cassie and the other women who were involved. Cassie testified there were no drugs in the baby oil. By the way, they got this because one of the civil lawsuits, maybe several of them, actually alleged that there were drugs in the baby oil, to secretly and without consent drugging them.
I was literally about to eat.
Okay, so we got more information. More information just came out. Still, in the 13 years since, have you ever been notified in California that there was any more action on this car fire situation? Cudi, no. Still, did Miss Ventura have multiple phones? Cudi, I don't know. I don't remember. Still, 3512. I don't know what 3512 means. If I said it, I said it. I don't know what that means. And okay. Still, but she never said she was sexually abused. True? Cudi, she did not. So let's back up a little bit. Still, but she never said she was ever sexually abused. Is that true? Cudi says she did not. Still, did you love her? Tell me if I'm wrong. Cudi, I did. Still, you got played by the same person who played Mr. Combs, Cassie Ventura. You got played by the same person that played Mr. Combs. Do you know what a burner phone is? Cudi, is an untraceable phone. Still, the trespass, you call it a break-in. Miss Ventura told you she given your home address. Ooh, Did you know what a burner phone means? Yes. The trespass, you called it a break-in. Miss Ventura told you she'd given your home address to Mr. Combs, correct? Yes. In the morning. Still, no further questions. Thanks. So remember, we was just wondering who let Diddy in. Diddy had the key to Cudi's house, and she gave him the key. So the demon, which is Cassie, not only told Diddy where he lived, but she gave him the key to his goddamn house. Cassie is a demon. And he admitted twice that Cassie lied and played Kid Cudi. Making Cassie into a villain is a bad look for the defense. He's a rewrite with a puncher. This is crazy. This is crazy. So more updates coming. More updates coming.
When it just hit me that I think Gina is witness number 3. Remember how?
All right, we talked about this already. We played this already. We played this already. All right, more information.
To come back and testify in trial again. Diddy literally thought.
Clinical and forensic psychologist Dr. Dawn Hughes testified today. She called her testimony subject matter testimony. What does that mean? She generally talked about what to expect from victims of domestic violence, of sexual abuse. She used words like trauma bonding and talking about love and attachment despite abuse. She talked about how common it was for people to stay in abusive relationships for a long time and be conflicted about going back and forth, although she was very clear, and the defense was very clear, that she did not interview Cassie Ventura. She did not look at any of her medical records. So she was really speaking in general terms. But some of the subject matters that came up regarding memory, trauma, and how it impacts our memory, coping mechanisms, trying not to remember certain things as a way to get through very difficult times. She also talked about how people will push down their feelings as a way to not deal with it, and said it is very possible that sometimes memories come back more clear for people, even though it's been years since the alleged assault or abuse. Something, though, that the defense made a point to do is ask her about the American Psychological Association, which is sort of the governing body, if you will, for a lot of psychologists, and they follow the...
This woman is so goddamn pretty. She's so damn pretty. Like, I can watch her talk without even... I can turn the sound off and just watch her talk. She's so goddamn pretty. It's them eyes.
Research from there. And the defense said, isn't it true that psychologists should only render opinions on individuals that they've examined? And she did agree with that. So this speaks to the defense pushing back and saying, listen, even though you're giving these general guidelines and this is based on your research and your expertise, they wanted to make a point to let the jurors know that this expert had not had any direct connection, if you will, with Cassie Ventura or any other witnesses that will be testifying in this trial.
Are people forgetting it was her and Lauren London?
All right, so I want to talk about this Lauren London stuff in a minute, but I don't want to go too far. But I got some Lauren London Cassie news to talk about also, but we're going to talk about that later. Okay, so more information coming out. Let's see. What did Capricorn Clark tell you? Cudi, Sean Combs and an affiliate forced her into a car to come to my house. Huh. Okay. Hold on, y'all. That is something. That's a little interesting. All right, so let's go again. I need to read this again. What did Capricorn Clark tell you? Cudi says Sean Combs and an affiliate forced her. Who is her? Capricorn Clark or Cassie? That's my question. Like, they tripping talking about her. Who the hell is her? Sean Combs and affiliate forced, I'm assuming, Cassie into a car to come to my house. I called the police. How did you describe Cassie that day? Cudi just really shook him finding out about us. So that's the answer. She let him in the house because apparently she had the key to his house. Judge, redirect. Now the government is now talking to Kid Cudi. Johnson, what did Miss Ventura confide in you about abuse? Cudi, that he would hit her. Okay, so they did talk about abuse. That he would hit her, sometimes kick her. The day of the break-in, was she carefree? Cudi was like, no. What kind of stupid ass question is that? All right, so that's where we are right now. Oh, here's more. Why did you have safety concerns? Because I knew Sean Combs was violent. Still, Your Honor, may we approach? Sidebar. All right, hold on. Let me go through these tweets. What did Capricorn Clark tell you? Why did your relationship? Okay, here's more information. Government, why did your relationship with Miss Ventura end? Cudi, the drama, it was getting too out of control. I wanted to have peace and give space. What drama? Cudi, the break-in for my safety, her safety. Still, objection. On what grounds? Speculation. Overruled. That was being too speculative there. Why did you have safety concerns? Because I knew Sean Combs was violent. Your Honor, may we approach? Okay. So that's where we are right now. Let's see. Oh yeah, we at. So I'm gonna get an update on what exactly else is going on. Give me a second. We'll be right back.
About we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game. We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play Deeper Discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend, a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
Durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
All right, got more information coming in. Check this out right here.
That we've been waiting for, and apparently Kid Cudi has just taken the witness stand.
Yeah, hey there, Ted. And George Kaplan, he just got off the stand. He just exited the building. And so we just saw him behind us exit the building. He is the ex-personal assistant of Sean Combs. He was done testifying, just exited, got into his vehicle, and just drove away. He had a car service waiting for him. But Kid Cudi, yes, Ted, he is on the witness stand now, just getting into his testimony and right out of the gate, talking about the establishment of that relationship that he had with Cassie Ventura. So Sean Combs' ex-longtime girlfriend. One of the things that he was saying on the stand is that he was confused at times in the relationship he had with Cassie because from his understanding, she was done with Sean Combs and her and Cudi were now together. And he said at one point he went and he picked up Cassie and that Cassie was expressing a lot of worry, a lot of concern because Sean Combs had asked for Kid Cudi's address. And then Cassie, gave Sean Kid Cudi's address. So now we're in a situation where Sean Combs knows Kid Cudi's address. So that's the testimony that he has just been talking about on the stand so far, just kind of establishing the relationship and the worry that existed because of Cassie Ventura and the domestic violence that she would suffer at the hands of Sean Combs. So as soon as we're done with this hit, we'll get back up there, Ted, and hear more of what he's saying on the stand. But obviously...
So Kid Cudi's on the stand in the Diddy trial. Holy cow, is it so much bigger than we thought it would be. Now, aside from him just allegedly blowing up his car, he talks about a story where Cassie called him back in 2011, sounding panicked and stressed and scared, and asked for Kid Cudi to come pick her up. She was also worried about going to Kid's house because she said that Diddy had asked for his address and she ended up giving it to him. So what Kid decides to do is take her to a hotel in LA that's basically off radar to keep her kind of safe. He then moves on to telling an incident about where he received a call from Capricorn Clark, who is one of Diddy's former assistants, saying that Diddy and an associate of his are inside Kid Cudi's house at the moment. She's in a car in the driveway that she was forced to come along and was basically just kind of calling him. So on his way back home, he calls up Diddy and says, "You MFer are in my house." And he says, basically, "I just want to talk to you." When he got back home, his front door had been busted down. There were some gifts that he had bought for his family that had all been opened. They were on.
His door was not busted down. His door was not busted down. There was no forced entry. Y'all hear that? He's wrong with that. His door was not busted down. There was no forced entry.
The counter, things like that. Then we get into the situation when his Porsche was set on fire. He said basically it looked like the top had been cut open, like the roof had been slit, and they dropped a Molotov cocktail inside, and the car was essentially unsalvageable. So when things finally end with Cassie, he calls up Diddy saying, this stuff has gotten out of hand. Basically, his car had been set on fire, his house had been broken in, and he decided he wanted to talk. So he went to where Diddy was for the meeting. And he said Diddy was literally standing with his hands behind the back, looking out the window like some sort of Marvel comic book villain. Anyways, Kid Cudi is giving some incredibly interesting testimony today. I will be back with more updates as soon as we have them. Make sure to hit that follow button and drop your thoughts in the comments.
Cudi's officially on the stand. They took a short break, and this is everything he has said so far. Cudi identified Cassie in a photo.
Oh,
they dated in 20.
I know what's going on. So that is what's going on right now. Let me see if there any more tweets. Okay, we got more tweets. We got more tweets. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, here we go. All right. More tweets. What is John Wick? Yeah, Kid Cudi was on some John Wick type of shit. He even met up with Diddy. That's crazy. All right, Judge, any recross? Steele says no, Your Honor. Cudi, you're done. No. Judge, you're done. Cudi, all right. He leaves. So that is it for the Kid Cudi situation. Does anybody want to come up and share your thoughts on any of this? I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. We're going to talk about something a little different. It's the same Diddy case, but if anybody wants to come up, I just dropped the link. All right, so check this out, y'all.
It's so funny how people are.
So check this out.
They wanted to make a point to let the jurors know that this expert had not had any direct connection, if you will, with Cassie Ventura or any other witnesses that will be testifying in this trial.
I want to go out to New York and run up on her.
Are people forgetting it was her and Lauren London? I just find it so funny how people are always omitting names and not really looking into the true facts.
Now let's get into the heart of this mess. Word on the street ain't just saying Nipsey was taken out randomly. Nah, folks are saying this was a calculated hit, a power move. See, Nipsey wasn't just another rapper. He was growing fast. Allegedly, Nipsey wasn't playing by the rules of the industry gatekeepers. He was moving like a king, not a pawn. And to some people at the top, that's dangerous. And then, right after Diddy's arrest, everything started unraveling. Allegations started flying that Diddy himself allegedly ordered the hit on Nipsey. And let's not forget, Nipsey was just 33 years old when he was down in broad daylight, right in front of his marathon store on March 31st, 2019. Dude was hit at least 10 times. Now, yeah, Eric Holder was arrested, got sentenced to 60 years behind bars, but the streets have been whispering for years that Eric was just a trigger man, a pawn. The real mastermind, somebody with power, and that's where Diddy's name pops up. Jaguar.
All right, I'll see you in the background, Devin. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go through this and then I'm going to bring you up, all right?
Right been loud as hell about it, saying Diddy allegedly knew more than we was letting on. But here's where it gets even wilder. Allegedly, Diddy didn't act alone, that he had someone close to Nipsey feeding him info, someone who wouldn't raise suspicion, and all fingers are starting to point toward Lauren London.
Hook up with the biggest rapper at the time. Everything's great. By the way, isn't she? Lauren is the one that introduced Nip. Diddy couldn't even get to Nip, even though he had ties in LA. It was Lauren that brought Nip to him.
And even Nipsey confirmed it on a Breakfast Club when he was alive.
Nip ain't know what type of monster he was. No, I'm saying Lauren introduced me to Puff. Oh, got you. I mean, I knew Puff, but it was more of a personal relationship after, we was at Cassie's birthday.
And once you look at it that way, the whole story starts to shift. Fans are wondering if she was just a girlfriend or if she was Diddy's inside player. A lot of people believe she was placed there to keep Nipsey in check, to monitor.
This reminds me of Faith Evans. Diddy is a diabolical monster. Lauren London was a Faith Evans. So I want to show y'all something. Golly. hold on. I want y'all to see something. Oh my God. I'm gonna get to y'all in a second. I'll see y'all back there. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. I gotta put these strings together real quick. Damn. Where is it? All right, so let me back this up a little bit. I want to show y'all something.
The rest, everything started unraveling. Allegations started flying that Diddy himself allegedly ordered the hit on Nipsey. And let's not forget, Nipsey was just 33 years old when he was down in broad daylight right in front of his marathon store on March 31st, 2019. Dude was hit at least 10 times. Now, yeah, Eric Holder was arrested, got sentenced to 60 years behind bars, but the streets have been whispering for years that Eric was just a trigger man, a pawn. The real mastermind? Somebody with power, and that's where Diddy's name pops up. Jaguar Wright been loud as hell about it, saying Diddy allegedly knew more than we was letting on. But here's where it gets even wilder. Allegedly, Diddy didn't act alone, that he had someone close to Nipsey feeding him info, someone who wouldn't raise suspicion, and all fingers are starting to point toward Lauren London.
Hook up with the biggest rapper at the time. Everything's great. By the way, isn't she? Lauren is the one that introduced Nip. Diddy couldn't even get to Nip.
Chris and Pac were about to start their own label. Sean slammed his fist against the table, shouting,
Y'all remember this? This is about to be crazy. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on, y'all. Here it is right here. Check this out. Does this sound like Lauren London and Nipsey Hussle?
banged at 9 months pregnant. I never had any bad vibe from the marvelous Faith Evans. We never talked about the wild time the three of us shared at one of Sean's parties. I gave her a hug. Hey girl, what's up? She addressed Sean saying, look, when you asked me to hook up with Chris, I understood. I understood you needed to control him. I felt honored that you would choose me to monitor one of your most valuable assets. I knew you would be good. Make the man feel loved. I don't feel good about all this, Sean. You know I'm as loyal as they come. But Sean, Chris and I had a child together. Sean leaned back. I'm going to take care of you. You're not like Chris. You're loyal. Faith had a tear in her eye as she responded, he didn't have to die. Did she know? Was this her trying to find out if Sean intentionally killed Biggie? Sean lost.
So right here is proof that Diddy sent Faith Evans to be an insider to find out what Biggie was doing. Was Lauren London the same type of person?
That fat fuck and that other piece of shit I had you fuck? You had her fuck Pac? Sean glared at me and he answered, yes, fucking Pac. Those motherfuckers was going to try to start their own label and compete with me? Me? Mm-hmm.
Faith Evans is Diddy's secret agent. So he sent her to be with Biggie.
To be with Pac.
And since they're going to work together, she sent her to go be with Pac also. And Diddy sent Lauren London to be with Nipsey Hussle. Oh. Hey, y'all.
What's up, boss?
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey.
What's up, Moise? Hey.
What's going
How
on?
are you?
What's up? So what are y'all thoughts on all of this? Because now I'm adding more stuff to it. This is like a soap opera.
Hey, I remember Wet 100 said that Nipsey might got a video out there somewhere.
Yeah.
They did it.
Yeah, I'm playing that next. That's next. I got that too next. But so let's talk about Cassie first. And anybody else that wants to come up, I'm dropping a link again because it was another person. I guess they got tired of waiting. But you can pull up again if you want to. I'll bring you up. So let's talk about Cassie, and then we'll talk about Lauren London. What do y'all think about the Cassie, Diddy, Kid Cudi scenario? I'm just going to ask y'all opinion. I'm not even going to lead y'all anywhere. Moise, you go first.
I think that honestly, I'm gonna just be very, very honest. I think that a lot that's transpired and was actually for her to actually do what she participated in, I think that that all of that was like conspired by like or inspired by like narcissistic like abuse. And I'm just being honest because
I'm
I know
confused.
that like
What are you saying?
I said I think that all of that was what was inspired
Wait.
for
All of what
Cassie
was?
to no, just the things that like she was doing, like, cause I know you said that, okay, like, you think that, she was the one. They saying there was female fingerprints as far as like opening up the gills and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and just how she was basically moving, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like because the way she was moving, and that she wanted like to show her loyalty so bad, like by somebody who was narcissistic, like I feel like she was just like really like just caught up in just doing all of that. Because when you in a like narcissistic type of situationship or relationship, you're gonna actually like you're gonna do things and say things that you don't necessarily like like you wouldn't do with a normal person, but just to prove your loyalty to them. So I think it's all of this is like proving her loyalty to like to Diddy.
Moise, I got a
That's
question.
just my opinion.
I got a question. Why do women always make all these excuses for other women? If me, Dion, and Devin decided to go rob a bank, right? And we all get caught. Can I go in the room and say, Dion and Devin manipulated me into robbing a bank with them? Would they let me off?
No.
So why do women do this bullshit? Oh, he was a narcissist. Can I say Dion was a narcissist and he made me rob the bank? And Devin, he's a misogynist. Can I say all this little stupid shit and get off, or would I still go to prison?
I mean, you would still be guilty. You still face the consequences like everybody else.
Would they give me less charges if I call Dion and Devin narcissists and I say I was in a narcissistic relation? Oh, so I won't even get less charges. But if a woman robbed a bank with Devin and Dion and said all that dumb shit, do you think she would get less charges? Oh, she breaking up. Moise, you there? I think we lost her for a second.
Yeah.
You there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Do you think she would get less charges if a woman robbed the bank? A little bit. You there?
No. I'm here.
So I think yes.
I think it's the area that's doing it.
Okay, I think if a woman robbed a bank with Dion and Devin, and she started whining and saying all this stupid shit, he was a narcissist and he abused me, I think she would get less charges. Because this is the stupid shit women love to get away with. They love to victimize themselves when they be doing dumb shit. But Devin, what do you think? You shaking your head. What do you think? Hold on, I got to unmute you. Hold on a second. All right, go ahead.
I seen it done. If one, it's like.
No, I'm not saying whether she will or not. I don't know. What I'm saying is, do y'all see how women, no matter what kind of stupid shit that they do, they always go to victimizing themselves? He made me do it. That's my point.
They'll look at it. They'll look at it and contemplate about it. But if she did it's like this. It's like this. It's guilty by association.
But why aren't women guilty by association if that's the case? Why are women always?
Yes, they are. I've seen it done. I'm in New York. I live in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I'm living in New York, and I see a lot of women do a lot of crap and play the victim card, the so-called victim card.
Does it work?
No.
Well, that's my point. Women play the victim card, and it usually works. All they got to do is start crying, white woman tears, and next thing you know, they get off. Look at Cassie. Cassie got immunity because she's guilty.
Exactly.
But she gets to walk.
She guilty as charged. She called.
Hold on. She called all these goddamn people. She paid all these goddamn people. She wanted the freak offs. So one, she used to ask him, "Can we freak off today?" And he'd be like, "No, I got shit to do." So she wanted the freak off. That's the one thing. Two, she paid the damn people. And three, she found the damn people. And four, she had sex with the damn people. So I want y'all to think about this. Prostitution is one, me paying you to have sex with me. Diddy did not pay the people, and Diddy did not have sex with the escorts. Think about that. So that is not prostitution. He did not have sex with the people. She had sex with the people. She paid the people. She looked for the people. She had correspondence with all this shit. But guess what? She has immunity. And this is what women get to do. They get to whine about being I'm a victim. Oh my God. When they did all the shit. Go ahead, Devin.
You're right.
Some bullshit.
And I don't disagree with you. A lot of women get away with shit and be the fucking mastermind.
Well, no, she wasn't a mastermind.
She was part of it. She wasn't. She was part of it, though. She liked it. Yeah. She liked it.
How the hell you going to prison for prostitution and you didn't even fuck the prostitute? She fucked the prostitute. How you going to jail or prison for trafficking? You didn't fuck the damn traffic person. So, Dion, what are your thoughts? And we'll go back to Moise.
I agree. I looked at Cassie like she was a prostitute of the music industry via Diddy.
Okay.
I wouldn't say Diddy groomed her because, like I said, she was with Ryan Leslie first, and he was much older and whatnot. So,
well, no, I think he did groom her.
She was already groomed.
He was already groomed. He was just more freakier and more money.
Okay, in my opinion, I don't think she was groomed by Ryan Leslie because Ryan Leslie didn't do nothing. Just because she's fucking an older dude doesn't mean he was grooming her. Like, he didn't do nothing. If I'm dating a younger woman, I'm grooming her simply because I'm fucking her. Fucking and grooming is not the same thing, y'all.
It's not the same.
If I fuck a 25-year-old, I'm instantly grooming her. Grooming her to do what?
You're instantly sick.
Grooming means if I fuck with a 25-year-old, I'm sick.
How old are you?
I'm in my 40s.
No, not necessarily. It just depends on the mindset of the 25-year-olds because most 25-year-olders are not mature at all. They're still trying to learn to be them, still navigating through just being an adult. I know at 25, I made some crazy mistakes and was not mature enough. And when I look back now, there were things that I could definitely do over that I should not have done. So at 25, you're still trying to figure it out. Like, come on. You know that you have daughters. I know your daughters are raised by you, a great male that have instilled things in them. But trust me, you don't know everything about your daughters. And there are some things that we fight with and battle with as women. And you're just not there yet at 25. So messing with a 40-year-old, you're more experienced.
Okay,
you're more experienced than they are.
Okay, the question was, just because a 40-year-old man is dating a 25-year-old woman, is that grooming? Is the question.
I think it's a bit of pedophilia in there. I think it's a bit of you're not on your level to date over your age or at your age. Like there's some communication. There's a disconnect somewhere within a 40-year-old that wants to be with the 25-year-old. because that
Okay.
could be his daughter.
Okay. Hold on. I want you to think about this. A 25-year-old woman is the most overall attractive woman on the planet.
I understand, but looks aren't everything.
Hold on.
Where's the mindset at?
Wait, Layla, hold on. One, 25-year-old does not have stretch marks.
What mindset?
Oh my gosh, you're so topical.
We're men. Men are topical. Women are not topical. And see,
I understand that, but how long will that last? Okay, so once she's not 25, you don't want her no more.
Wait. Can I finish? I'm not done. You keep this is what older women love to do. They love to argue instead of just listen.
Not old, the blood of Jesus.
It's the reason why men be 125-year-olds, because 25-year-olds know how to be quiet. So give me a second, Layla, okay? 25-year-olds aren't argumentative. 25-year-olds don't have stretch marks. 25-year-olds don't have children. 25-year-olds know how to shut the hell up. So those are some of the things that men like about younger women. Now, whether, and then you say it's pedophilia. No, 25-year-olds know how to shut the hell up.
And they legal.
I get it. I honestly get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying, Layla?
I get a 25-year-old right now.
Hold on, Dion. Hold on. Go ahead, Layla.
I absolutely get your standpoint.
Let Layla talk. Go ahead, Layla.
I apologize for cutting you off. A little bit of
But you
passion in there.
understand what I'm saying, Layla?
What?
Even if a 25-year-old was I want you to think about this. Even if a 25-year-old was on the panel right now, she would be slightly less ready to jump in than you, because because you're either younger than me or the same age as me, right? 25-year-old would see me and say, "Oh, he knows more than me, so let me be quiet."
You got smart 25-year-olds.
Smart 25-year-olds still
absolutely you do. I have a daughter that
hold on. Smart 25-year-olds, dumb 25-year-olds, they all are going to shut up because they don't know nothing. They are aware that they don't know shit, so they're not going to be argumentative because they ain't learned a lot of shit where they can turn around and jump in and say, "No, this, no, I disagree with you." They don't know nothing. So so you said men who date younger women don't want to date women. Can y'all stop for a second? Stop. Stop talking. Stop talking for a second. See, if you was a 25-year-old man, you would be quiet. 25-year-olds just know how to shut up. Y'all old and y'all don't know how to shut up because y'all old. Because y'all think y'all know so much shit. Y'all, all right? So an older person, male or female, has more wisdom overall than a younger person. Therefore, the younger person is going to know how to shut up. They're not going to just jump in and start trying to tell the other person what the hell to do. So a lot of times when a man is dating a woman her age, the woman does not know how to shut up. And she's going to keep interjecting in every decision that he's trying to make because she has her experiences and he has his experiences. So she does not allow him to show her what his experiences are because she's going to want to keep sharing her experiences. But when you're 25, 28, you ain't had no guy's experience, so you're going to shut up. Does that make sense, Layla?
That's why I said it does make sense. And this proves my point at what I was saying. It proves my point as what I was saying. They're not as mature. So yes, they're still learning. They're still growing. They are soaking things in like sponges. I get what you're saying. But then again, what I'm saying to you is it's still kind of partiality like grooming. You are teaching them. You are teaching them how to be because of your over experience. So they are going to definitely listen because they don't know. And then they're going to say, well, he's right.
Wait. Layla, stop right there. I'll have this conversation with you. All right. So grooming and teaching are two different things. Grooming is getting a dog to have sex with another dog. That's what grooming actually is. Getting somebody to do something that they don't necessarily want to do. All right. When you groom,
and 25-year-olds don't necessarily want to listen all the time either. 25-year-olds have different motives in their mindset as well at that age. So they're still trying to, like, as a 40-year-old, she wants something from you. Be it sex, be it money, be it anything. So it's still kind of, to me, in the bracket of grooming.
Listen, that means everything is grooming. That means I groom y'all when y'all watch my YouTube channel.
You can't. I get what you're saying.
That means I'm grooming you, Layla, because you
no,
watch my show.
Absolutely not.
No, why not? You're younger than you're younger than me, and I'm teaching you some stuff. That means I'm your groomer, Layla. What are you talking about?
So you're using it in the teacher perspective. Okay.
No, you're using it in a teacher perspective. I'm letting you know grooming means when you're trying to get somebody to do something that they don't necessarily want to do, and you manipulate the person into doing the shit. That's what grooming is.
I get it. And
then at the same time,
as a 40-year-old,
hold on, Layla, think about this. What is the name of the husband of the bride?
Husband? What do you mean?
When you're in a wedding, the name of the bride is a bride. What is the name of the man?
Groomsman.
The groom.
He is a groom. Groom! What are you talking about? So y'all older women, and I'm not saying anything about your age, but older than 25-year-old women hate on 25-year-old women because y'all don't want us to date 25-year-old women because y'all are in direct competition with 25-year-old women. And I understand what your issue. Hold on. There's a noise.
And y'all jealous of 25-year-old women.
Y'all are jealous of 25-year-old women because y'all. Hold on, Layla. Hold on. Let me give me a second, y'all. There's a noise in the background, Layla, so I gotta mute you for a second. I'll unmute you, but there's a cracking noise. Okay, so women who are not 25 are in direct competition with women that are 25. So you are trying to, not you in particular, but say 35-year-old women are dating 45-year-old men, or 35-year-old men. But overall, guess what? That 35-year-old man is dating 25-year-old women. And the 35-year-old woman is like, yo, that's not fair. So in order to compete with a 25-year-old, instead of getting in the gym, instead of eating right, instead of getting therapy, instead of learning how to shut the hell up, she turns around and says, that's pedophilia. That's how it works. That's how it works. Now I'll unmute y'all.
Thanks.
Go ahead and unmute, Layla.
I don't think that is okay. So listen, that's your perspective.
And let's stop saying the P word. Let's stop saying the P word. We both said it. Let's not say it anymore.
Okay.
Just say.
I'm sorry. That's your perspective. That is your perspective. But it is a proven case that men do desire younger women. I get it. And yes, the groom is that is your husband, right?
But why do we
listen at those terms? Who were they derived by? Most likely a man. But men are the head.
Like younger women, Layla? Why you think?
What happened?
Why do you think men like younger women?
Well, I just think that they are still trying to figure it out. Well, they're still trying to groom them. That's how I feel. I feel like men that are 40 are still looking for their youth, because you still want to be young in certain cases, in certain instances of your life. So you go after a younger woman. Yeah, the looks are great, but looks don't make the brain.
We don't care about the brain.
Function.
We don't care about the brain.
We don't care about the brain.
Let me show y'all something. Hold on.
And to me, that is like crazy.
About getting the brain.
Listen. If for whatever reason you're next to me, or we're out, and you start talking, okay, I want Layla, I want you to think about this. This is an example, just an example. Okay, listen to this. You've been around me before, right? Mm-hmm. If for whatever reason you're next to me, or we're out, and you start talking, and I'm like, hey, sit down. Are you gonna sit down, or you gonna be like, who are you talking to?
I'm gonna sit my ass down. I'm gonna sit down. But I think that's because, like, I've been around you before. I know how you are. I feel safe around you.
Now, I'm not dating her. This is, I'm just cool with her, right? I never mess with her. Do you hear her voice? Listen to her voice. Listen to her voice.
Like, we have had fun being out with people, and I know I'm okay. Like, I know I'm good. So that's why I'm.
So what I'm saying is, biologically, younger women sound younger, look younger. Like, look at these women. Jump in her world with her and fight the monster like you're the hero.
This is the first time I'm gonna concede to the women or children from that analogy, because that is exactly what I want you to do.
I think that's
So the first woman I let you hear was 25. That woman talking is 35. All right. So let's keep going. Let's see. Now this woman is 45. Listen to her voice.
Protection, that armor of protection around them.
Well, that
Many
means you're
women have to
special.
protect themselves.
And I'm never. So listen again. Reason you're next to me, or we're out, and you start talking, and I'm like, hey, sit down. Are you gonna sit down, or you gonna be like, who are you talking to?
I'm gonna sit my ass down. I'm gonna sit down. But I think that's because, like, I've been around you.
So that's the 25-year-old voice. There are no boogeymen. There are no child, and not your woman. Feel loved and acknowledged. You have to somewhat do this alone. But you got to be like, what? She a bitch. You want me to go up there and slap her? You're the hero.
Because that is exactly what I want you to do.
I think that's good.
He like, no,
Look,
you
let go
gonna
come to the job and he gonna drag them hoes.
So those are 35-year-old voices. This is a 45-year-old voice.
Years now, about 6 years, and you have been so consistent.
So that is one of the biological reasons why we like 25-year-olds, because the older a woman gets, her voice gets deeper. The older woman gets, her face gets fatter. The older woman gets, the more weight she usually gains. Usually. I'll say 90% of 45-year-old women are 30 pounds heavier than the average 25-year-old. So there are many reasons why men date younger women. They look better. They sound better. Their voices are lighter. Their faces are prettier. And the prettier of the face is part of she looks younger. Not like a child, she looks younger. So from a biological perspective, biologically, we are attracted to younger women because biologically, a younger woman tells our genes, not our ego, our genes, that from her, the way she talks, like her voice, her looks, and her body, that she is better for procreation.
Thanks.
An older woman, because all this is biological, an older woman who her voice is deeper, that is a biological indication that she is no longer ready for procreation. This is biological stuff.
Thanks.
Women gain weight to let other men know that she is no longer ready for procreation. These are like when Layla, have you ever heard somebody say a woman's hip widen? Hold on. When a woman's hips widen, it shows that she has had a baby before?
Absolutely.
So the way a woman talks, the way a woman sounds, the way a woman faces her fat face, all of this shows biologically that a man, that a woman is no longer ready for procreation. But go ahead, Layla.
That is factual. That is absolutely factual. But I
Thank
can
you.
change my voice too to sound like a 25-year-old. Like, we can do that too. We can put on masks and roles. We can
Let's keep it
all
real,
do
Layla.
things.
You can't compete with a 25.
Yeah, I am
Wait,
keeping it
Dion,
real.
wait. She was sounding sexy. Let her keep going. Hold on, keep going.
Shout out to Layla though.
This is what I'm saying. Like, we all can do this. We all can put on these roles. We can sound young if we want to sound young. We can do all things, right? But I get what you're saying. On a scientific, well, just biologically, that's just facts. After 40, you're going through menopause. There's premenopausal. So I get what you're saying. The weight
Coochie
gain
gets
comes
dry.
and things like that. Yes, but are you trying to procreate again? I
But
thought you
Layla,
said you were done.
Layla, remember, I said, well, I just ordered the 2 bottles the 2 bottle warmers. I want to put KY jelly in one of the bottle warmers for older women.
Okay, and that's
Y'all
because
coochie
you
be
want. Are you
dry,
going to
and I'm
be
okay.
procreating?
So I'm saying that I'm totally okay that y'all coochie be dry. That's why I'm getting the
Oh
KY
my
jelly
way,
bottle.
but I get what you're saying.
I don't know, that baby will look good on some young meat though.
I get what you're saying,
Yeah,
but
like,
listen, I gave you the idea about the baby bottle warmers, did I not?
Thank you. Right. Thank you. I
Exactly.
appreciate
And
that.
so this is
Yeah.
my thing. With the 25-year-old, I absolutely understand men's point of view with that. Trust me.
Yeah.
But I have
Yeah.
a daughter who is in her 20s. And if a 40-year-old comes knocking at my door with my daughter, trust me, he's going under the 3rd degree because I need to see what his motives are. Because if it's
Yeah.
not to marry her and be with her and procreate, then he has to get to step in because literally what he's there for is to sex her down and leave her.
So
period.
let me give y'all a thought process on me. If
I
I
know
date,
you're different though. You're like a dinosaur, Aaron. You're like a man who there's not many of you left. You understand? I understand
okay.
your mindset. You are definitely a king, but there's not too many kings left out here.
Well,
Literally.
let me explain what I would do with a 25-year-old because I think is important because another guy can learn from this. One, I would let her know that up front, I don't want to be with you. This is an experience. And what I'm going to do with her is to teach her all of the shit that I know about social media, how to grow on TikTok, all the little things that a 25-year-old would want to learn, how to sell products, how to make money, how to respect a man, how to think, how to operate, how to deal with postpartum depression if you actually have a baby with somebody else. The fact that if you have a baby with a guy, make sure like you understand what his purpose is, because I'm telling you what my purpose is for being with you now is to teach you, and we're going to experience each other. But I'm telling you up front, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to marry you. I don't want to have a baby with you. So by you being with me, you're going to learn to expect the same thing out of the next man after me. So the next man comes out of you, you're gonna be like, okay, wait, what is your purpose of being with me? Because I'm used to men explaining what their intentions are with me. Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. And then I would tell her, you got it. So everything that I would say to a woman that I coach, because I coach women, anything I would tell my daughters, I would tell the woman that I'm dating. But up front, I would tell her we're just experiencing each other, but you're going to get a lot out of dealing with me. I'm not going to put a baby in you. I'm not going to ruin your life. I'm not going to abuse you, and I'm not going to cheat on you. And because when things are over or whatever, I'm just going to send you on your way. But up front, if you love me, fell in love with me and all this other shit, because, women do that, I'm going to be like, it's okay. Because I'm going to teach you a type of love where, see, love isn't about we need to be together. Love is simply love. Like I have women that, like, as an example, I love the women in this video. Hold on. Where's the video? These women in this video right here. Where is it? These women. I love, hold on, I'm messing up. Okay. I love this woman here. Never had sex with her. I love her. Okay. This woman here. I love her. Never had sex with her either. So I am able to teach a woman a certain type of love that is not the attachment. Because when you sleep with a woman and she starts falling in love with you, she doesn't love you. She's attached to you. And I teach detachment to women and men. So I would date a woman that is in her 20s and teach her all these different things that will put her in a position where she has boundaries with men that she would date after me. Does that make any sense to the ladies? Layla or Moisey?
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah. So the thing about it is, I date younger women, but there's no younger woman out there that's going to be like, oh, he's a narcissist. He beat me. He used me. He did it. No, because we use each other. Because you're going to use my resources. You're going to use my wisdom. You're going to use what I teach you. And then I'm going to, be using your coochie and your titties and stuff. And, so we're using each other. There's no woman out there that could turn around and say, I'm a terrible person. Unless she's lying. Because I tell a woman up front what we're doing. I'm going to tell you up front before we have sex, yo, this is not a romantic relationship. Or either it is a romantic relationship. I'm gonna tell you up front what it is. And that's really all what women want. They want to know, what are we doing? And I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing or what we're doing. And you then can make a decision on whether you want to do it with me or not. You know what I'm saying? So guys, y'all can say, anybody got anything? We now, I don't know where Layla went. We now can talk about the Diddy trial because we had to just have this conversation about what grooming actually looks like and all this dumb shit. But now we can talk about the Diddy stuff. What do y'all got to say?
Salute to Layla. I might find me a 25-year-old.
I'm waiting for the RICO charge coming. I'm waiting for the RICO charge.
Okay, talk about it. God damn it. Talk about it. What you got?
I just want to see what he's going to talk about. So far, they talking about. So far, what I'm hearing in the court, they talk about what how can I say this? God damn it. Oh my God. I can't even say this on the tip of my tongue.
All right, Devin, here's another thing.
So my thing is, how she a victim?
Okay.
She called all these things.
Another thing I just want to help you with. We as men have to be able to articulate ourselves like super quickly when it comes to dating women or when it comes to just, being anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. Go ahead.
Oh, that's always respectable. It's always respectable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But go ahead.
That's always respectable. But I just want to hear what the charges, what the criminal charges are. You see what I'm saying? So far, they talk about what he say, she say things. We don't know. I don't know what the whole criminal charge, what the RICO charge, besides the sex trafficking, the drugs, and all that. Besides the Kit Kat.
That's what it is. You just said it. That's it. That's what it is.
But,
He's on.
But he didn't even get to that.
Racketeering is the part of the RICO charge that is in question. And let's define racketeering definition. It says the extortion of money or advantage by threat or force or pattern of illegal activity like extortion or murder carried out in furtherance of a criminal syndicate. That's exactly what Diddy has been doing.
Well, he did that.
Yeah. And the trafficking is the trafficking of the dudes, not the trafficking of women. So when we think about trafficking, we think about women. He's trafficking dudes. But the actual problem, is she was trafficking dudes, Cassie, not Diddy. She paid him, she had sex with him, and she found them. And she kept communication with them. Diddy did not. The dude didn't even know who the hell Diddy was because he was in there with a mask on. So he didn't know who Diddy was.
Not a mask, a baseball cap. Baseball cap.
No, he had a mask on.
He had a bandana on his head. He had a mask on his head sitting in the dark.
No, it was different situations. The situation I'm talking about, he had a mask on. So what I'm saying is he did not traffic women, but the racketeering, the RICO part, puts him in a position where he had a syndicate of people that got the people, which is Cassie, which is Capricorn Clark, which is Christina Quorum. So that is what he's going to go to prison for. The conspiracy of him getting Cassie to get the people. So that's how he's going to go to prison. Can y'all say something? What do y'all got? Y'all up here? What y'all got to
Crazy,
say?
man. I'm here.
I'm like I said, I'm a big fan. I just want to see. I'm a big fan of yours. I watch you all the
Appreciate
time, and
Thank you.
you know what I mean. And I'm just want to see how this all play out.
Yeah.
And he's been doing this for over 3 decades now.
Hold on. I gotta mute Dion. Dion. Okay, now say it again.
I want to see how this play out because he's saying he's been doing this for 3 decades, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you got Cat Williams that talked about this. You got Monique that talked about this. You got 50 Cent that clowns him every day about
You got Jaguar.
it. Miss Jaguar White, Miss Lady, you
Yeah.
are so right. You never lied.
Shout out to Layla. Layla said, "Okay, bye, y'all, Aaron. I want to finish this
You know what I
conversation
mean?
later."
So I just want to see what comes out, how this play out in court. Is if he keep going by, if Cassie only testified for 1 week, and that was the end of her testimony, and she got immunity.
Yeah, but Moise, what's your thoughts?
I just think like with this whole case, it's like up and down, and it's just like when you try to like really have a pinpoint thought on the situation, it's like it changes. Like something like every time somebody is entering the courthouse or witness, or it's just the details of it changing. So it's just like to wrap your mind around the aspect of like, okay, how it's actually the case is shifting. It's, I mean, you don't. It's like you can't even like determine that, you know, because sometimes you know how one side is a little bit stronger than the other, basically, but you can't even really determine that because it's just like up and down. So I mean,
Well, that's
I don't. To be honest, like, it's just crazy. I don't really, it's just a lot of exposure, and I just don't really know what to think about this whole thing. I'm just watching to to see what else is actually going to play out.
So this is the point of a court case. You have two different people talking to the same people about the same thing, right? So it's supposed to be back and forth, because if I want Cassie to be lying, I'm going to ask questions to make it look like Cassie is lying. But if I'm the prosecution and if I want Cassie to tell the truth, I'm going to ask certain questions to make it look like Cassie is telling the truth. So the back and forth is two opposite groups of people asking the same person different questions. So that's kind of like how it's supposed to be. Hold on, Dion. Let me unmute you.
Okay.
You unmute, Dion. Go ahead.
I'm here.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing yet, y'all.
Huh? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So I'm about to go. Well, actually, no. Don't go yet. I forgot. We got this situation. I forgot all about this.
No way. It was Lauren that brought Nip to him.
And even Nipsey confirmed it on the Breakfast Club when he was alive.
Nip ain't know what type of monster he was. No, I'm saying Lauren introduced me to Puff. Oh, got you. I mean, I knew Puff, but it was more of a personal relationship after, we was at Cassie's birthday.
And once you look at it that way, the whole story starts to shift. Fans are wondering if she was just a girlfriend or if she was Diddy's inside player. A lot of people believe she was placed there to keep Nipsey in check, to monitor his moves, maybe even manipulate decisions. The streets have been buzzing for a while that Lauren and Diddy had a really close relationship, too close. There have been speculations that she was one of Diddy's mule or yacht girl, just like Young Miami, and this is why she has been called in by the court. Old pictures have resurfaced showing Lauren and Diddy looking way too comfortable. Meanwhile, Nipsey is right there.
So I want to ask y'all this. And let me just play this again, because some of y'all may have forgotten, because we've been going on this diatribe. So let me play this real quick too.
Me?
Faith Evans is Diddy's secret agent. So he sent her to be with Biggie.
To be a pop.
And since they're going to... Hold on, y'all.
I have you, folks.
Looking like the third.
Sean glared at me and he answered, yes, fucking Pac. Those motherfuckers was going to try to start their own label and compete with me. Intentionally killed Biggie. No, you're not like Chris. You're the most valuable. Hook up 9 months pregnant. I was going to be gang banged at 9 months pregnant. I never had any bad vibe from the marvelous Faith Evans. We never talked about the wild time the three of us shared at one of Sean's parties. I gave her a hug. Hey girl, what's up? She addressed Sean saying, look, when you asked me to hook up with Chris, I understood. I understood you needed to control him. I felt honored that you would choose me to monitor one of your most valuable assets. I knew you would be good. Make the man feel loved. I don't feel good about all this, Sean. You know I'm as loyal as they come. But Sean, Chris and I had a child together. Sean leaned back. I'm gonna take care of you. You're not like Chris. You're loyal. Faith had a tear in her eye as she responded, he didn't have to die. Did she know? Was this her trying to find out if Sean intentionally killed Biggie? Sean lost it. That fat fuck and that other piece of shit I had you fuck? You had her fuck Pac? Sean glared at me and he answered, yes, fucking Pac. Those motherfuckers was going to try to start their own label and compete with me? Me? Mm-hmm.
Faith Evans is Diddy's secret agent. So what do y'all think about that? Faith Evans was Diddy's secret agent and it caused Biggie to die. And it looks like Lauren London was also Diddy's secret agent and possibly was why Nip died. What do y'all think about that?
I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure about that, but we do know Diddy like to be with other people, other men's girlfriends, stuff like that. So,
Moeezy?
I mean, at this point, you know, in that type of world, I mean, I wouldn't put it past anybody.
I agree.
They was living in a different type of world.
All right, so let's keep going. There's more.
After Nipsey passed, Lauren did an interview with Angie Martinez, and that's where things got really strange. She said it was Diddy who helped her through the grief, but she quoted something he told her that shook a lot of people. Puff told her, look, Boog, you have shown everybody what it looks like to hold a man down and to love him. Now show them what it looks like when it all crumbles. That's your responsibility. Now, that ain't something you tell somebody unless y'all got a whole other...
Wait, what? Hold on, I'm just seeing this part. Let me see that again.
He told her that shook a lot of people. Puff told her, look, Boog, you have shown everybody what it looks like to hold a man down and to love him. Now show them what it looks like when it all crumbles. That's your responsibility. Now, that ain't something you tell somebody unless y'all got a whole other type of bond. And fans caught something even crazier. Lauren said Diddy called her Boog, a nickname Nipsey used to call her. That raised a lot of eyebrows, like, why would Diddy use a name that was so personal between her and Nip? And it gets even more strange. During that same interview, Lauren told Angie she attended a death seminar, a whole seminar on grief before Nipsey even died. Angie looked confused. Fans were even more shaken. Like, what are the odds? Why would someone go to a death seminar before losing their man unless they knew something was...
Lauren London and Cassie were best friends. Okay, so you're not gonna tell me her and Nipsey and whatever, or her and Diddy and all them ain't had their fun. You're not gonna tell me that. I'm not no fool. I'm looking at how Cassie moving. We understand what that is with Lauren. Right, even though y'all want to look at her like she, no, we ain't doing that. Obviously, Nipsey was into the freak offs, just with the other baby mama. See, you're not gonna get me to believe that her and the best friend didn't enjoy a time or two, maybe in the penthouse floor in the London Ritz somewhere. You're just not gonna get me to believe it. I'm looking at living how he's swinging.
Yeah.
Just gonna keep it real.
Yeah. You're not best friends and you ain't did.
But at this point, the whole industry would in.
Lauren London and Cassie's best friends.
Is she?
Nipsey doing interviews saying, Laura's the one introduced me to Diddy.
Shut.
So looks like Diddy, like if I was a rapper, I would be afraid to date any woman because I'm like, somebody may have sent her to me to kill me. Because look at Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi started messing with Cassie, and Cassie told Diddy where he lived at. So it's like, yo, if you know that this is crazy. This is crazy. But y'all got any closing things before I go?
It is crazy. I'll just say that just hearing that, it's so funny because it's like the women was like used as a lethal weapon. Like you wouldn't see
Yeah.
it coming. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's like now I kind of now I understand when you was how you was looking at the situation with Cassie,
Mm-hmm.
and then it kind of it lined everything else up to just hearing about Lauren London. That's
Yeah.
why I'm saying in that world it gets spooky and it's weird. Like
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm so happy that I'm not rich and famous and living in that world because I feel like that'll be
Don't
like
it
the
look
most.
scary? It's
It
so
is scary.
scary, right?
It's very spooky because you wouldn't be able to trust nobody, and it's like it's the perfect lethal weapon because you'll never see it coming.
You never see it coming.
Face
Because
is like
if
a
Diddy,
beautiful fat widow.
yeah, because if Diddy wanted to murk Kid Cudi, he had everything he needed because Cassie told him
Mm,
everything. So Kid
wow.
Cudi is alive because Diddy allowed him to be alive.
Right.
She had the key to his house. That's
Whew.
crazy.
That is crazy. That is so crazy. That's
Spooky.
And she
scary.
allowed him to be alive.
That is very like that's very spooky. That's very crazy. Now I truly understand. And just forgive me for my comment earlier. I'm just like I wasn't trying to like make no excuses for like Cassie because whatever you do you're gonna
No,
be
you
accountable
have
for.
your
But I'm
right to
just
how you feel.
not I'm just looking at the situation like I don't know from my I've experienced something not what they was doing but just being in a narcissistic situation with somebody
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
with that. But I mean, but at the same time, it's just like how she moving. It's like you don't know these people. You don't
Right.
know what they capable of. So it's just like I'm not on nobody's side.
Yeah.
I'm on God's side.
Mhm.
However it's gonna play out, and whatever justice is due, that's what it's gonna be, and that's it.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So that's my take on it. That's my close on it.
And just remember, you have the right to how you feel, your opinion. You don't have to apologize because you've been through some stuff that you can understand. And a lot of women have been through some of these things. And I understand why they get mad at us for looking at her as a whole, because it's more layers to just being a whole. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we didn't go through what y'all went through. So we just looking at things objectively, and y'all can't look at things objectively because y'all been through some stuff.
Yeah, because I was just looking at the patterns of the movement, like the patterns of what she was doing. Because
Mhm.
you already stuck, you already signed a contract where you was like a deal for like at least about 10 albums. This girl
Mhm.
only made one. So when you're
Yeah.
stuck in this type of contract, your job, and it's now is you're my slave. You're gonna do what I do, whatever. So every time
Mhm.
she thought it was over, it wasn't over. She had to do
Yeah.
more and more and more and more. And I would say that's the victimized part with Cassie
Mhm.
because she was sucked up into that. But whatever extra that she was doing, it's like you know, I can't, what I'm saying? I'm not going to justify it because,
Yeah.
at the same time, you're not innocent. Like, you was doing your little dirt, what I'm saying? Just like everybody else. But
Yeah.
that's the part that I can probably say a little bit like victimizing because you was locked into a contract thinking that you was going to actually, get through these albums. So much time done passed by. The girl that been did 10 albums already. Been.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
okay, with that, yeah, but everything else, man, I can't
I
speak
get
on
it.
it. It just is very spooky, and I'm glad, like, I'm not a part of that world. I wouldn't want to be a part of that world. I don't care. I'm content.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly.
I'm content what
Yeah.
I have.
Right. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna end the show. I appreciate y'all pulling up like
Aaron,
always.
you look very handsome and very nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yo, Mr. Let Go, appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you.
Hey.
All right, I'll talk to you later. And Moeezy, you already know I think you so cute. I love your smile.
Thank you. I like you as well. You're very handsome, very attractive, man. I don't want to say too much on here, but I'm like, I see you.
Wait, say too much.
I'm just saying I see you. Like, I think you would definitely be my type. Definitely
Okay.
be my type.
All right, Moeezy. I'm gonna shot my shot at you.
Uh-oh. Hey, I'm out. Salute, yo.
All right. Talk to y'all later, all right?
Peace.
Bye. I appreciate y'all. Uh-oh, what I'm doing. All right, y'all. I'm about to head up out of here. Yeah, we had a good conversation and we have went into the rabbit hole a little farther. And yeah, but talk to y'all later. I may go live later on today if more stuff comes out. So see y'all then.
How about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game? We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play Deeper Discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend,
Candidate.
a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
They ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.